Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it. They shakes him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Panthers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. That one caught by Rice. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out. Now on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Hines now on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly
on play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Panthers hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Byron Young coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and long for Pickett. And Waller taking it in over the middle. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Dick.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a common.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Madison.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. big play there for Carolina. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive move.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Byron Young.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Looking to throw, Pickett. He'll get this underneath to Madison.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now
as he's on to punt for Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20.
accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A toss right to Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They get this out quickly to the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. Looking deep here for Chase. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to move back in front. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And got his man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Panthers. Jamison Williams, 72 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Pickett. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Pickett. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Byron Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts,